Well, good afternoon, YouTube, and to all my friends here on YouTube. I'm William Brantley from the North Jackson, Tennessee area at University Village Apartments on Walker Road, getting ready to share with you yesterday's and today's climate summary. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and show you the latest track of Hurricane Maria and let you see where it's headed. It's going to stay out over the ocean from the best of my understanding, and the only problem, which would be bad enough, is causing some high sea surfs along the eastern coastline, especially in the North Carolina, really in the Carolinas and Virginia coastline, possibly all the way up to, well, maybe even as far as north as New York or even Boston, toward midweek to late this coming week. Okay, let me show you the latest map. It's as of 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time, and it has sustained winds of 115 miles per hour, making it a category 3, I think, hurricane. Let me see. Moving north-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Alrighty, that's sort of some of the hints toward it. Usually I'd show it to you on the TV, but they're not covering it on the main news channels as of right now. Maybe that's because it's so far out in the ocean that it really doesn't matter now. It's already messed up Puerto Rico and the San Cory Mountains islands, and a few other islands on the way. It looks like it's going to go almost right between Bermuda and North Carolina. Well, let me turn the camera around so you can see it too, and go from there. Then I'll go on to our local climate summary. This is officially from, of course, the National Hurricane Center itself. It's already north of most of the islands now. You see where the X is there, that's where it is as of 11 a.m. Eastern Time, or 10 a.m. Jackson Time. And you see there that it's moving pretty much north or north-northwestward. And that M means a major hurricane, and H means just a regular hurricane. And by that I mean category 1. Maybe I should say that real quick like. And it is expected to remain a hurricane at least through 8 a.m. Thursday morning of this upcoming week. But as you can see, once it gets to Thursday there, that's as far they're going to go for now. That's a normal 5-day forecast. And as of right now, let me see if I can get my pen to point it. Right there, that's what it's going to be by Thursday. Now, after that point, it's anybody's guess. But it probably will continue to move on that way. I'm going to say that as of right now. Of course, that's subject to change, as you well know. But there's the map and where it's going to be over the next, well, since Thursday, Saturday, that'd be what, 5 days out? And so far it's holding to its path pretty good. I hadn't deterred from it any, hardly, making sure there's nothing around it. Alright, so that's the latest on Hurricane Maria. Alright, let's move on to some other climate data. I'll tell you what I'll do while I'm reading the climate data to you. I'll show you the radar. How's that? I'll let you look at it while I'm reading it to you the other climate data. till I get to a certain point, then I'll show you something else. As you can see, within about, 50-mile radius, maybe 40-50-mile radius of Jackson, the skies are partly cloudy and no precipitation is forming. I tell you what, let me go ahead and put this back on me, because that way you can hear me a little bit better. I forgot about that part. You can't hear me as well when the microphone's turned away from me. Okay. Yesterday's climate summary first. Yesterday's low here in North Jackson was 65 degrees. The high was 94 degrees yesterday. 95 was the highest heat index at 12 noon. No rain fell yesterday here in North Jackson or in Bemis, Tennessee. And the highest wind gust yesterday was north at 11 miles per hour at 2:15 p.m. West Tennessee's hottest high yesterday was 94 right here in North Jackson. And the coolest low yesterday morning was 64 degrees at the Jackson, Tennessee airport, and at Lexington, Paris, and Savannah, Tennessee. Alrighty, and there's one other I want to show you. I think, here it is. I'll go ahead and show it to you real quick, like. Oh no, I'll read it to you, no big deal. The U.S. highest temperature for yesterday, for the 48 continuous states, would be 100 degrees yesterday, and that occurred at Hill City, Hill City, Kansas, and Presidio, Texas, Presidio, Texas, Presidio, Texas. And the coldest low for the whole country was 23 degrees. My goodness, good and chilly. And that happened at Crater Lake, Oregon. So that's the extremes for the nation there. Hottest, again, one more time, 100 degrees at Hill City, Kansas and Presidio, Texas, while the coldest would be 23 degrees at Crater Lake, Oregon. Alrighty, let's move on to, I'll go ahead and go back to where I was. And that was right here, I believe. I won't bring it up, I'm just not going to show it at the moment. Now today's climate data, I knew there's something I was forgetting. Don't forget today, whatever I do, especially since it's already half over. At 12 noon here in North Jackson, and the skies were partly cloudy. I know what I forgot to do. There we go. And the temperature was already up to 91 degrees. The humidity, the heat index, or feels like temperature, already up to 94 degrees. The dew point is 72 degrees. The humidity is at 53%. And the winds are out of the east at 3 miles per hour. And the barometric pressure is 30.05 inches of mercury. Now today's low, I better go with the low this morning was 67. I better not leave that out. Low this morning here was 67. Today's high so far has been 91 degrees. By the way, 56 is normal for a low, and 81 is normal for a high. And so 91 already for a high today. And no rains fell, of course, since midnight. And by the way, cooler temperatures are still scheduled to come toward about Thursday of next week. So we still got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, at least 4 more days of summer-like temperatures before it starts to feel like fall. Okay. No rain, like I mentioned, since midnight. The lowest relative humidity so far today, 53% as of 12 p.m. The highest would be 100% as of 12 through 4 a.m. and then again at 6 through 8 a.m. this morning. And today's highest wind gust so far, 8 miles per hour out of the east at 8:27 a.m. Now today's records for September the 23rd, the hottest high would be 97 degrees in 2010. The coolest high would be 59 degrees in 1975. The warmest low would be 75 in 1984, while the coldest low would be 43, and that happened in 1953, 1995, and again in 1999. 3 different years that low has occurred on this date, since records actually began back in 1948 at the airport, and since 1994 of my own records starting off in Bemis. Okay, now today's rainfall record would be 2.49 in 1972. Alrighty, that's just about all the climate stats I wanted to share with you. I'll go ahead and show you a few of the graphs, and that'll be it. I've already showed you the radar, but I'll go ahead and show it to you again. The real local one. Call it that. Once again, here in Jackson, the skies are partly cloudy and no precipitation is falling anywhere nearby. As you can see, none near the river, either river, Mississippi or Tennessee. So we're almost cloud-free and definitely rain-free as of 12:25 p.m. I'll put it that away. Alrighty, let me see. Let me look at a statewide level of the map. I'll go to a different color because I think you can actually see it better on this one. A statewide, Tennessee's almost completely clear. It looks like there's 1 or 2 showers trying to form right there between Nashville and Chattanooga, and I'm not sure the name of that town down in that area since this map doesn't show all that. Other than that, the entire area around Tennessee looks clear, even down in Mississippi and Alabama. How about that? That area right in there is the only area that might be producing a few showers. They're north of Chattanooga and right along the North Carolina and southeast Tennessee borders. But here in West Tennessee, nothing. Okay. Now let me see what the next one is. Probably the visible satellite. Yeah, I've only seen that one, Okay, the visible satellite, which basically confirms the radar. So just partly cloudy skies, pretty much statewide. There's a few clouds around, but nothing major, and nothing's expected, at least not for the next few days anyways. Same thing around the area in other parts of the states, nearby neighboring states anyways. And good and partly cloudy right here in West Tennessee. Alrighty. The current surface map, I think, is next. Courtesy of the Weather Channel. As of 12:12 Central Daylight Time. Alright. That's a pretty good view right there. I'll just leave it alone. As you can see, there's 2 high pressure systems taking care of us over what is that, northwestern Ohio. Lake Erie, I think. I can't remember. I need to rehearse myself over the different lakes and their names. I think that's Lake Erie, but I won't give you the gospel truth that it is. And then there's another one there along the Pennsylvania and New York border. That's taking care of our weather here in Tennessee. And that low there is what's left of Jose, which is turned into a regular low pressure system. And there's another low up there off of the Canadian border, not too far north of Jose. That central circle there is Maria and all. Okay. A little bit of rain looks like down there on the eastern side of Florida. And there you see, good Lord, look at all those highs and lows out west. I've never seen so many lows packed in one part of the country. There's at least 12 of them almost at least. And a few highs mixed in. There you see where it's raining and where it isn't. Looks like the heaviest rain is there in eastern Colorado, northeastern Colorado, and maybe up there in parts of Minnesota and South Dakota, it looks like, from this map. And some scattered areas of rain and storms in a few other spots as well. We actually have a low pressure trough stretching through Tennessee from Ohio down to Arkansas. That may actually help produce an isolated shower or thunderstorm in West Tennessee either today or tomorrow or both days. But if that does happen, they won't last very long, and it'll be mainly afternoon heat related type showers and thunderstorms if that happens. That's really our only chance for the next several days of getting any rain. Alright, and speaking of that, let me go ahead and go on to the forecast for you. I better probably go ahead and read it to you than show it to you. I think that always comes out better as far as me read it and see what I'm doing. Because if I show it to you, I might get sidetracked just a little. It's going to be fair skies, obviously, today. We should have a high temperature of near 93 degrees. We should have east winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And the sun sets tonight, by the way, at 6:50 p.m. and rises tomorrow morning at 6:45 a.m. The moon will set tonight at 9:11 p.m. and rise tomorrow morning at 10:52 a.m. Speaking of Sunday, it should be fair skies in general, but there may be a 20% chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm anytime, but probably most likely in the morning hours tomorrow actually. But don't be surprised, you might get one in the afternoon, but they will be far apart and very short-lived if they even occur. Otherwise, generally fair skies. With a low near 66 and a high of about 90 again tomorrow, with southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's going to be mostly clear each of those days, with a low near 64 Monday, 66 Tuesday, and 67 Wednesday, with highs around 90 on Monday and Tuesday, and 87 on Wednesday. And Wednesday should be the last warm day for the upcoming next week. And starting Thursday is going to start feeling sort of like fall season, which today is the first full 24-hour day of autumn, even though it began at 3:02 p.m. yesterday afternoon. Now Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week, mostly clear skies should continue, with a low near 62 Thursday, 56 Friday, and 53 Saturday, with highs of about 79 Thursday, 78 Friday, and 73 by next Saturday. And next Sunday looks good too. Next Sunday looks like it's going to be mostly clear, with a low near 51 and a high of 74, with northeast winds at 10 to 20. So that gives you an idea of what to expect as far as details go for the next at least 7 days. And it actually looks nice all the way through Monday, October the 2nd, with a low of 51 and a high of 74 that day, with east winds of 5 to 15 miles per hour. Well, alrighty, that's it for today, my friends, my noon report. I hope all of you have a very pleasant Saturday afternoon. That's not October yet. They're getting close. September 23rd, 2017. I hope you have a very pleasant afternoon and evening, and I hope to have an update for you today later on in the evening, somewhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, if everything goes okay, whatever that may be. Alrighty, well, good afternoon, everybody, and we'll talk to you later. God bless.